I think I'm attractive to myself.
Yeah, sure. So if there was 100 men and they were all in an audience and you went up in front of the audience and they had to rate you, right behind them, all of the women on this panel came behind you. And then they gave their ratings after. Where would they place you?
I don't know.
What do you think, though?
I'm not sure.
Of course you're not sure. That's why I'm just asking you for, like, what your subjective opinion would be.
I don't know.
You don't know your own subjective opinion?
Out of a group? No.
Andrew Wilson exposes how brainless the woke modern woman is at attracting a mate in today's brutal dating market, as Andrew Wilson asks a simple question that shows why modern women today are horrible in dating and complain they can't find a mate but still don't see anything wrong with themselves. Let's get in.
Stifler, ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7, starting with you. Go ahead.
Okay, so last time I was on, I said 6 or 6.5, and apparently I'm incorrect to your audience. So I'll go down to a 5.
Was I too mean before? Do you think I was too mean?
You did laugh.
You weren't here in person, so I think it was depersonalized. I don't blame you. I'm not mad at you.
I still agree with my former position, even though I'm here in person.
Okay.
There is no possible way you can give yourself that assert.
A 5?
No way.
I mean, I see myself in the dating pool. I am partnered, so clearly.
All right.
Before we get into it, why don't we have everybody go?
8.5.
Okay, there you go. 8.5. There you go. Now you got to do it. You got to answer the question.
Is she past her mute time?
Oh no, the mute's over.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, mute's over.
Damn, I was enjoying the shit out of that.
So were we.
Yeah. How you guys? It was great. 5.
Okay.
Oh, no.
A 6.
Okay.
A 10.
Oh, wait. Was it on this? Was it on this angle when she said? Oh, okay. 10? Okay.
Yes.
7.5.
6.
Andrew, what do you give yourself?
I don't know, fucking 3 or 2. So over here, though, I got to ask you to the 10, right?
Yeah.
I just want to be sure. Do you think you're the prettiest girl at the table?
Obviously not, no.
That's weird. How
I think
come?
I'm pretty to myself.
Yeah,
I
but
think I'm pretty to myself.
what was the question, though?
Rate our own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Can't pick 7. I chose 10. Our own. Oh.
But I don't understand. You consider yourself to be a 10 by your own scale, but you consider that there's other women at the table who are more attractive than you who lower their own rates for themselves.
That's what they think of themselves, but this is what I think of myself. I personally think I'm a 10. I'm not saying I'm the 10 out of everyone, but
somebody spin the helicopter on her hat.
All right.
Well, let me ask you.
Let me ask
you this. It's actually an important question.
We're not answering
and there's a
for
reason.
what we think. We're answering for like what you would think general population.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting, right?
Like objective.
Everything moves into the perception. The question being asked itself is just a determined delusion. Very simple, right? So we could assume that if I asked every man that I walked across, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 by looks, how would you rate yourself? I think that the majority of men I came across would rate themselves somewhere between a 4 and a 6, even if they were very good looking. For instance, there's a man right now who's watching this podcast, guarantee it. His name is Jake. He's better looking than, from the female standard, all of you, and from the male standard, all of us, right? He would never rate himself a fucking 10 in a million years. The question becomes, why do you? Is it because A, you misheard the question, because I don't think you did, because you repeated it, or B, is it because you have a false sense of security when it comes to your own looks?
I don't have a false sense of security. I think I'm attractive to myself.
Yeah, sure. So if there was 100 men and they were all in an audience and you went up in front of the audience and they had to rate you, right behind them, all of the women on this panel came behind you. And then they gave their ratings after. Where would they place you?
I don't know.
What do you think, though?
I'm not sure.
Of course you're not sure. That's why I'm just asking you for, like, what subjective opinion would be.
I don't know.
You don't know your own subjective opinion?
Out of a group, no.
Okay.
If it's other people rating me, I don't know what they would think.
Yeah, like Andrew Wilson mentioned, this shows the delusion of these women, which is entirely the problem with wokeness and feminism, because at the root of it, it's selfishness, it's narcissism, it's my truth and my world and my reality, devoid of everyone else. It's so self-centered, you stop listening to other people. You don't pay attention, you don't care, there's no shame. You do whatever you want. And then all of a sudden, you can't figure out why when you've got, a bull's nose piercing, in your nose, and you've got all this other crap all over your face, and you're just looking ridiculous. Why can't I find a guy to love me? Why can't I find? Because they literally don't understand how they look to anybody else. So when you look at all these ladies around the table and they rate themselves, I'm not going to give this woman, in the middle a 10. No. And the woman on the right, all the way on the right, certainly not a 5. No. Yeah, she's way lower. The one with the purple hair on the right, you are not an 8.5. In my opinion, traditionally by it, like anyone's standards, really by the majority of men, the right corner, those two women are going to be the most attractive for the whole table. That's just my opinion. Let me know down below whether you agree with that or not. But typically, I would say that's going to be the most attractive women in general, right? But you got to know what you look like to men if you're going to try and find a man. Like if you think you're a 10 or an 8.5 and you're really a 2, then no, it ain't going to work, sweetheart. You're going to be aiming way higher than what you ought to because you don't know what you look like to anyone else. And when you're a selfish narcissist that thinks the world and reality is all about you, yeah, you have no idea what anybody else thinks. But hit that like button and notification bell if you're enjoying the video. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the link in the description and let's get back in.
Well, let me ask a different question for all the women who are here. I'm asking for honesty. I'm not sure I'll get it, but I am asking for it. When all of you sat down and you made an assessment of your surroundings, as human beings tend to do, did you at any point scale things on the sense of like, her hair is nice, her body's nice, her skin is nice, I wish I had eyebrows like hers, I wish I had eyelashes like hers? Did any of you make those assessments?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you raise your hand if you did?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just like naturally when you're like meeting new people and that's like the first thing that you know about them, you just kind of go off of their looks.
Fair. Why?
I don't know. I think that's because that's what people, like she said, that's what your first impression of a person is what you see, and we are just by nature we do comparisons like that.
Why?
Yeah, just natural. It's instinct.
Same?
Same.
I like looking at people.
I think I'm not very happy with my own body image.
So you compare yourself to others?
Yeah.
Fair.
Just acknowledging other people.
Just acknowledging. Okay.
We forgot to rate ourselves, by the way. Click on yours.
Ooh, no, he did.
Your rating?
What?
We forgot to rate ourselves, if I recall.
I rated myself.
Oh, did I forget?
You
I give
forgot.
myself a 5. Okay, sorry. My
So, well, I didn't forget, Brian. But anyway, back to this. So the very idea to me then becomes all of you made assessments in comparison to the other women who were there. And if you're making those comparisons, did any of you, let me just ask this by hand raise, sit at the table and think that there was other women at the table who were more attractive than you? By hand raise, go ahead and raise your hand if that's the case. That makes sense to me as well. So when we get to the rating system, what do you think we're asking here? Like, what do you think we're asking here? Clearly, there's a diametric difference and distinction between the looks of some of the women on this panel versus others. It's not even an insult. There's massive differences in looks between the men who are here right now. Obviously, I'm very much better looking than Brian. But the point...
He rated him high.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is, right, is that obviously there's distinctions here. On that assessment, understanding that that is the case, understanding that you even grant that you were making those judgments, would any of your self-ratings change by a show of hands?
No.
Not a single one.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Let me know down below who you think was the most and least attractive woman on this panel, because the issue now with wokeism, with feminism, with liberalism The fact that you let everyone have their own truth, their own reality, and everyone can dress up however they want, and you can't judge anybody, right? Okay, well then what becomes the standard? What becomes the standard? Because clearly you can see, like Andrew Wilson pointed out, massive differences in all of these women. So then now what are you judging against? Because it sounds like these women are just following the vibes. There's no real metric or reason. It's just whatever they're feeling. But that doesn't work. You need actual, some sort of framework in order to judge other women, to know where you are in your hierarchy in society. Like, this is the blindness that the left has instituted on women, that they can't even see where they're going now because they're so blinded by their own bullshit. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say exposing today's delusional modern woman in this clip. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.